This is Marcus K. Dowling, the Nashville Country Music Reporter at the Tennessean, here at the 51st CMA Fest at Nissan Stadium, the first night of night shows with somebody who has the #1 song in America, possibly the song of the summer, a veteran artist, an artist who knows about bar songs. Shaboozey, what's going on, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm good. So, travel. You've seen a lot of planes recently.
I've seen a lot of planes.
But it's only because there's something about the song that's hyper relatable right now.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about how the relatability has increased in, say, the last 6 weeks.
The fact that I'm just like seeing all these just different environments where people are kind of listening to the song. I mean, clearly bars, clearly parties. I think there's just something about that song that just resonates with people in America, honestly, especially within just the lyrical content, especially the first verse, and just the rest of it is a song that's, I talk about I put my name in there, second verse, and it's cool to just see people say my name without switching it out.
Right. So talk to me as well about the album, because I think that we're talking a lot with everybody about where country music is going.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you've arrived at an inflection point for the genre,
Mm-hmm.
where you have the ability to springboard
Mm.
into a lot of things that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're seeing it right now.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the moment that country's having and where that's headed.
Right now there's, country music's kind of just, you see the keyword country. Instead of thinking about just like certain regions, you should think about the entirety of it. So there's obviously music coming from just different parts of America that are being considered country. You got, someone like Noah Kahan from Vermont, and then you got, up north, you've got Dasha, who I'm pretty sure, Lantana, I'm pretty sure from, the West Coast, California.
You got Wyatt from Oakland?
You got Wyatt from Oklahoma, you got Zach from Oklahoma. There's so many different, Brothers Osborne, who I just learned is from Maryland.
Yeah, Deal, Maryland.
The Maryland, there's just so many cats and just so much music coming from all over the place. So I think people are just understanding that it's like if you're telling stories and you're authentic and with your voice and you like guitars, there's a place for you in this music.
So final question. Talk to me about the moment when you learned that country music is not just a genre of music, but it's a culture and a way of life, and being a part of what that way of life is moving forward.
Yeah, I learned that pretty early on. I think that's what kind of drew me to it. Being from Virginia, a lot of times being a hip hop fan, like I would just see a lot of artists and being like, man, like New York's got their vibe, Tim's, baggy jeans, you know what I mean? Coochie sweaters. Atlanta had their thing. Even DC had its thing with the Helly Hansons, and California with the Vans. I was like, man, what's Virginia's cultural identity, especially where I'm from, and just going outside and seeing like just how hard people worked and just the how outdoors people were, and just seeing like how beautiful the state was, and then going to different parts of Virginia, like Orange, Virginia, and Culpeper, and Fredericksburg, and exploring Virginia gave me like this idea that okay, this is what Virginia is. You know what I mean? It's this land of just history, musical history, just American history. So yeah.
Who's on your country music Mount Rushmore these days?
These days, country
I'm
music.
sure it's changed.
Yeah, it changed. It's definitely changed. To be honest, a lot of modern people kind of inspire me a lot. Believe it or not.
Name names, man.
And like I remember hearing Culture Wall a few years back and being like super. Like I'm like, man, this is a 23-year-old kid doing this. It's crazy. I think we're the same age.
Yeah.
So hearing people like him, like I think that's why country music is so big right now, because the people that are in the space are doing things that the greats would be proud. They look down, look down and be like, man, it's just like what they're doing is amazing. They're really making us proud. So obviously I'm gonna put Johnny Cash up there. I'm gonna put Waylon Jennings. This is my personal
Yeah,
style.
of course.
This is my taste. Waylon Jennings, Marty Robbins. I love Marty Robbins. George Jones. Tom T. Hall, like Tom T. Hall as well.
Is there?
There's so many. That's what I'm saying. There's so many genres. You got Toby Keith too, R.I.P. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people you can kind of put up there, but my mind, I tend to go towards like the old stuff, outlaw country, But
Well,
Yeah,
thank you so
yeah.
much. It's always a pleasure. This is
Yeah.
Marcus K. Dowling, the Nashville Country Music Report, the Tennessean,
Yeah.
here at the first night of CMA Fest with Shaboozey.